Are you guys ready for King Henry IX? Now, it's a very morbid thing to think about because that would mean that all the Cambridges are gone, and that's not what I'm advocating. I'm just saying as a little thought exercise. But I'm not the only one saying it. It turns out that it's been reported the Queen has also said the same thing. It turns out that a lot of people have been searching that subject. What they're searching for is Prince Harry King. Fears explode after Queen issues line of succession warning to William. According to the Express News, Daily Express, you know that tabloid that seems to have a bit of a personality disorder when it comes to the Sussexes. Mostly they seem to hate the Sussexes, but on occasion they'll be very complimentary to the Sussexes. But according to their report, online searches for Prince Harry King explode after reports the Queen urged Prince William to stop flying helicopter with his family over succession fears, according to new research. Analysis of Google search data by each night found that Prince Harry King increased by 769% in the United Kingdom on December 20th. The jump is nearly 9 times the average volume of searches. The explosion in searches follow reports the weekend that the Queen urged the Duke of Cambridge to stop flying helicopters with Kate and their children, Princes George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. The change in the line of succession could mean the Duke of Sussex, who is living in California. Oh, I can't believe it. They made no mention of the price of his home. Who is living in California with Meghan Markle. Okay, there goes the shady. They couldn't say Duchess of Sussex, could they? That would have just been too much trouble. So let me straighten it out for him. A change in the line of succession could mean that the Duke of Sussex, who is living in California with the Duchess of Sussex, after quitting royal duties, take to the throne. A spokesman for each night said, while the Queen's family will be incredibly precious to her, Prince William and his 3 children represent a bright future for the monarchy, and she will want to ensure that they stay safe and well ready to receive the crown. While William is an adept pilot, helicopters are not the safest way to travel, and if the worst were to occur, Prince Harry would take the throne. And of course, as we all know, he wouldn't be allowed to refuse the throne. He would actually have to, he would have to abdicate. I mean, otherwise, the line of succession immediately he would be known as king. That would cause a lot of confusion. Immediately, they would have to call him King Henry. Or, as king, he could also choose to use a different name. That is an option. But he would be King Henry IX, I believe. So, it was reported Sunday that the Queen had urged her grandson William, who is second in line to the throne behind Prince Charles, to stop flying helicopters with his family. The monarch is said to be terrified there will be a tragic accident threatening the succession. It is an unwritten rule that the senior royals do not fly together. Now, this is according to the story here in the Daily Express. A source told The Sun Her Majesty told close friends and courtiers she would like William to stop flying himself, particularly in bad weather, as helicopters are not the safest form of transport. Wow, I bet she's been having nightmares about this. Whereas me, Yeah. I don't like the idea of it. It keeps the Queen awake at night, and she's understandably very worried. She knows William is a capable pilot, but does not think it is worth the risk for all 5 of them to carry on flying together, and can't imagine what would happen. Oh, I think she can imagine. I think she knows exactly what would happen. It would spark a constitutional crisis. No, not a crisis. I mean, Harry would be king. Period. That's it. Now, at such point, he can abdicate, and of course, he would probably have the shortest, reign of any monarch. But yeah, he could abdicate. But this is a very gruesome and gory conversation. It is incredibly morbid to even consider. But if it were to happen, I'm sure that King Henry IX and Queen Consort Meghan or Meghan, the Princess of Wales, I'm sure they are more than capable of doing the job. As a matter of fact, they would be great for the job. But again, this is not going to happen. This is just, conceivably it could happen, but it's not going to happen. This is just a thought exercise. This is just a question of secession and a constitutional crisis, even though I thought they didn't actually have a written constitution. But does a Magna Carta count? But whatever it is not likely to ever happen. So the Queen is very, she should try to get some sleep. It goes on to say the Queen has told William she's worried that however good he is as a pilot, bad weather and accidents can strike at any time. The Queen is delighted in the way William and Kate have risen to the challenge in recent years and knows the monarchy is in safe hands. Anybody that dresses like Kate ought to be safe. She thinks the future is bright with them at the helm after Charles, but if something happened to him and the family, it doesn't bear thinking about. Well, if something, oh, just calm down, Lizzie. Nothing is going to happen. Presidents of the United States have flown helicopters again and again safely, time and time again. And if the weather is bad, you just don't go up. Maybe the Queen has just been locked inside of Windsor Castle too long, thanks to the pandemic, and maybe she just found some books in her vast library, and maybe she came across some book by Notre Dame, or written, for Notre Dame. Anyway, if you remember back in 2018, there was that headline that said, Prince Harry bombshell, shock claim Harry will be king in Notre Dame's prophecy. Prince Harry will ascend the throne of Great Britain after Queen Elizabeth dies, according to an astonishing prophecy about the royal family made nearly 500 years ago. It's all in God's hands, right? So it's not up to us. It's not the appointed time. It's the anointed time. And if for whatever reason, something should happen, it's not like there's going to be a crisis, because that's the whole point of having heirs. That's why you can count heirs all the way up to 200 or more. Because if something happens, believe me, anybody could do that job. If there's one thing that I have learned about the royal family, is that anybody could do that job, because they are people just like the rest of us. None of them have any unique talents. If your only unique talent is that you keep quiet and never have an opinion, I could do that job. It's like being in prison, 3 hots in a cot. I could do that job. So, yeah, nothing to worry about, nothing to see here, folks. Everybody move on, really. There's no there. If I can quote Mr. William Shakespeare, it's just much to do about nothing. Simply much to do about nothing. But believe me, if the worst should happen, if anything happened, and we know it's not going to happen, and I don't want anything to happen to any of them, but if anything happened, I would be honored to take up the helm as a press secretary for the Sussexes. I want Jason Knopf's job. But not, evil Knopf, nice Knopf. I mean, I could scurry about in the corners of the room like a little rodent or some vermin, hiding about and causing and wreaking havoc all over the place. I could do his job. It's just instead of doing it allegedly against the Sussexes, I would do it to defend them. That's all. That's it for now. Please like, subscribe, share, donate, etc. If you would like to make a donation and you don't know how, to help support this channel, you can go to the comments section where you can find links to the Patreon, the PayPal, and the Cash App. Thanks for watching Royal Sussex.